What's going on, everybody? It's Royalty Crypto here and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing a video review on Ondo Finance, and this was suggested by one of my subscribers, so thank you very much for that. Well, it's going to be going over the price of Bitcoin and some overall crypto news that I believe will be shaping the prices of these assets in the coming days to weeks. And also, guys, this is a brand new YouTube channel, so I would greatly appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. But without further ado, let's take a look at the price of Bitcoin first. So as you guys can see here, we are currently looking at Bitcoin on the 1 month time frame, and we have actually been holding this somewhat steady uptrend for about the last 2 weeks, which is very good to see. However, we do have heavy resistance directly above us between 93,000 to 96,000. The past 2 times that we tried to test this resistance, we were rejected off of it, so I would like to see us hopefully retest 93,000 and break above it to at least around $96,000. Now, if we are able to successfully break above 96,000, there really isn't much resistance until we get to around $100,000, so we could see a quick pump to those levels basically any day now. Now, I do expect to see a lot of volatility to the up and downside in the next couple of days because of the fact that we have an FOMC meeting this week, and I will be talking about that later on in this video. But let's now take a look at Ondo Finance. As you guys can see, Ondo is currently trading at 48 cents, which is a $1.5 billion market cap. The tokenomics on this coin are a bit of a concern, as we basically have a stair-step token release for this coin, and as you can see, we do have another massive unlock for this project on January 14th of next year. So in my opinion, guys, if you are buying Ondo right now, I would definitely keep your eyes on this date, as we could see increased volatility for Ondo, and whenever we have a token unlock that's this significant, I would expect some selling pressure in the short term, but once you get past this date, we don't have another massive token unlock until 2027, so overall, I'm not too concerned with it, especially after January. But I do think that Ondo Finance has a fantastic narrative, as it is a real-world asset play. And in my opinion, guys, when you have people as influential as Larry Fink, who is the CEO of BlackRock, supporting the real-world asset / tokenization narrative, I just don't think it's a good idea to fade it, in my opinion. So Larry Fink is obviously an insider, so you would think that he knows much more than what we know. So in my opinion, guys, it's best to be trading in line with what he expects over the next couple of years, and buying a coin like Ondo Finance would be in line with what he is saying. So overall, if I had to give a price prediction for Ondo if we were to go into a 2026 bull market for altcoins, I would say this coin has real potential to get to around a $15 to $20 billion market cap. And as you can see, we are currently sitting at a $1.5 billion market cap, so you could make about 15x on your money if that were the case. It is difficult to give price predictions for Ondo because we really haven't seen a real bull run for this coin yet, and in 2021 the tokenization narrative wasn't nearly as hot as it is right now, so it is difficult to say. But guys, if you're watching my channel, I will keep you informed with a couple of different important indicators for altcoins, and I'll be letting you guys know when I personally start to take profits on coins like Ondo, but of course that is not financial advice, that is just my opinion. And alright, the last thing that I wanted to talk about regarding Ondo is an important piece of news that came out earlier today. So the SEC has officially ended its confidential multi-year probe into the Ondo Finance, which focused on whether the firm's tokenization of real-world assets and its Ondo token complied with federal security laws. So this is very important, and a lot of coins, not just Ondo, were being hit hard from the SEC in the past couple of years, and that is mostly thanks to Gary Gensler. But now that the SEC is much more pro-crypto, the war against coins like Ondo being a potential security is basically over, but this is good to see that it is officially over as of earlier today, so I do believe that this will affect Ondo in a positive way in the short term. But alright guys, let's talk about an important piece of news that is actually happening on Wednesday of this week. So as you guys can see, we have our FOMC meeting in about 1 day and 18 hours from now, and we have an 87% chance of seeing a 25 basis point rate cut. Now we do want to see that 25 basis point rate cut for crypto, as the more we lower rates, the better it is for risk on assets like crypto, so that is incredibly bullish to see. However, I do believe that this 25 basis point rate cut is basically priced into the market, so what will really be important on Wednesday is what Jerome Powell decides to say in his press conference. Jerome Powell is typically a very hawkish Fed chair, so I'm not necessarily expecting him to be dovish in this meeting. So in my opinion, guys, it's pretty likely that we will see a pullback on Wednesday, but if Jerome Powell does happen to say anything about potentially starting QE sometime early next next year, that will be incredibly bullish for markets, and coins like Ondo should perform incredibly well if he does say that. But yeah, guys, nonetheless, just expect volatility to the up and downside for the next couple of days. All right, and then the last thing that I wanted to take a look at is this tweet from Michael Saylor from earlier. So as you guys can see, Strategy has acquired another 10,600 Bitcoin worth about $960 million this morning. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because there has been a lot of FUD around MicroStrategy for the past couple of weeks because people were saying that they're potentially going to be liquidated or that they're potentially running out of money and won't be buying any Bitcoin. In fact, people were even going as far as saying that they're probably going to be selling Bitcoin. So it is very nice to see that Strategy is proving all of the haters wrong and actually buying nearly $1 billion worth of Bitcoin this morning. So shout out to Michael Saylor. And yeah, guys, just ignore the FUD because right now there's a lot of fear in the market and people will make up these fake stories just to get clicks on their social media accounts. So yeah, in my opinion, it's best just to stay off of X, especially if you're following a lot of bearish people right now, because overall, guys, the macro looks fantastic for 2026. And I do think that we have a lot of bullish catalysts coming up soon for the crypto market. So I think it's very important to just stay strong and stay bullish right now, because I do think it will reward you quite nicely in the next couple of months. But of course, guys, that is not financial advice. That's just my opinion. But all right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope that you all had a great day, and I will be talking to you tomorrow. Peace.